everyone. This is Sarah from Ocean Dreams Reiki and Crystals. And let me see, make sure this is working okay. If anyone comes on, let me know that you are here and that you can hear me. That would always be good, right? So turn up the volume. And if you're on the replay, let me know. Just do hashtag replay when you're watching. And I'm gonna give Facebook a minute or two to let you all know that I'm on. And I've been having some technical difficulties with my phone app. So I have to put it on my iPhone app. And the only way I could stand it up is upright. So hopefully this works out okay. And you guys can all see me. Let's see. So if you come on, let me know that you could hear me. Let me know that you could see me. I'm not even sure where to look for the camera on this thing. I think it's up here somewhere. So if my eyes are not looking at you, don't be too upset. I'm just trying to see if this even works. Okay, I see that it's working on my phone, so that's good. Let's see. Married is on. Hi, Married. Can you hear me okay? See me okay? Having early Mercury retrograde symptoms with my electronics. I can see you but not hear well. Okay, let's see. Maybe I have to lift this up a little bit. Hold on a sec. Okay. My volume was probably right under where it's sitting on. Can you hear me better now? Let me know. I think I uncovered the volume area. Yes, my cell phone is crazy too. Well, hopefully you all can hear me. Okay, sound is better. Okay, that was it then. It was, I have to stand my iPad up and it was blocking underneath where the sound is at. So I'm just going to take a moment and I want to ground, because you know when electronics get all not working, it gets you all flustered, and I don't want to be flustered. So I have my calming oil. This has, it's kind of hard to tell because the iPad is not as clear as the phone, the camera on it. But this has blue lace agate chips in it, and lavender, and what else did I put in here? I think some frankincense. So this is calming, grounding to me. Blue lace agate is actually a great stone to use during Mercury retrograde periods because it helps with communication, and it just helps us to bring our focus back to center. So excuse me for a minute. I'm trying to figure out, where is the camera thing on here? I have no clue, but I guess I'm just gonna stare into space and hope I'm looking at someone. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Next time I'll have my camera, or hopefully the phone app will be working. It just might be the Android app. It says it went through an update yesterday. I restarted my phone and it's still not working, so whatever. At least we got the iPad working in time. So tonight what I wanted to talk about is I want to talk about chakras, because I've been, if you haven't seen posts all week, then you'll have to go down the page later and scroll and find them, because I've been posting some chakra affirmations. And we started with the heart chakra, and then we did the throat, the third eye, and today was the crown. And for anyone who commented on any of those posts, I chose a crystal from the crystal book. I flipped through there, intuitively chose a crystal for you that would resonate with one of those chakras. Now, one thing I want to talk about is that we're used to studying about the chakras and that there are certain colors, and most people attribute those color stones to the colors of our chakras, but it's okay to mix and match, right? So sometimes you might, like some people were getting for the crown chakra today, they were having green stones come up for them. But the green stones that came up for them were also associated with the mind and with bringing in deeper spiritual aspects of themselves. So, you know, if for some reason that particular stone resonates with something you're working on, you can go ahead and put a green crystal on your third eye or on your crown, and it's still going to be as effective, right? So don't worry about the colors. The colors are great for a guide, and especially when you're new to learning about the chakras and working with them. But feel free to trust your intuition. That's what's most important, right? And for anyone who just came on, let me see. Jamie's here. Heather's watching. Like I was telling the ladies before that my phone's not working, so I had to use my iPad, and I can't figure out where the camera hole is on the iPad, so I'm just kind of looking around everywhere. So don't think I'm like going crazy right now. I just can't see where I'm supposed to look right now. I guess I could like put it all the way up and hope for the best, but yeah. So like I said, with the chakra stones, let me see what I've got right now. Oh, I've been working with peacock ore all week, and I posted some for sale a few weeks ago, and this is the one I decided to keep for myself because I just love it, and the energy it gives off is really vibrant. So sometimes when I'm laying down doing my meditations, I put it up on my third eye, but I really, really like just holding it or carrying it in my pocket, and I just feel that vibrant energy. It's been helping me stay in an abundant mindset and bringing that towards me. And so even though it's not like a yellow crystal, right, like for the solar plexus where you would think of abundance and confidence and just that type of you know, prosperity type of energy, right? I've been really attracted to the blue, and it's got purples also, and it actually has some specks of gold color in there, like the pyrite. So if you could see the flash there. So it's got a little bit of everything. So to me, this is a stone that works with my mindset, and it also works with my solar plexus. So that's the great thing. You know, use stones that resonate with you, and don't worry about if it doesn't match up with your particular chakra color, right? It's gonna work, it's gonna do its job, that you have set the intentions that you've programmed it for. So let me see. Oh, Tessa's here too. I just left work and saw your live. Oh, hi Tessa. Mary said she's got to go, but we'll catch up on the replay. That sounds good. I know I haven't, you know, I'm trying to get back onto Thursday nights. My hubby's actually home, and I'm like, is it, you know, it's okay if I just do a Thursday night live. When he's been here, I've been trying not to do the lives because, you know, our time's kind of limited with his schedule, but I really felt like I need to come on tonight. So he's watching The Office and enjoying his time to himself as well. But I'm happy to be here with all of you. And so we're talking about the chakras tonight, and then I was gonna pull some cards, and the deck I was guided to bring out was the Goddess Isis Oracle, and so I have that out, and that deck is a pretty deep, intense energy to me. Very powerful messages come through, and I was just really guided to bring that out. And then I think because in the group that I'm in right now, we're doing different energy work, and Isis keeps coming forward. And then I was staring at my grid board here, and I'm like, okay, I think her energy wanted to be with us tonight. Excuse me for a second. Oh, hi Mom, I see you're on. Gotta get my water. If you guys haven't grabbed any water is always good when the energy is flowing, because even if we're sitting here and just talking about different crystals or different type of energy work, the energy is flowing. Reiki is always flowing around me. It's going throughout my household, plus other frequencies I'm working on right now coming through. So I know when I'm talking to other people, the energy just it just flows. Like when I'm in my visiting a crystal shop, we'll just start talking, and then we'll be like, oh, we need to open the door, it's getting really hot in here. It's because the energy is just flowing from us having a conversation. We're not even intentionally sending energy to each other, but it just happens. I just saw something fly by on my screen. Okay, maybe someone's visiting us tonight. Good energy, I'm sure. So, talking about the chakras again, for anyone who just came on. Hi, Linda. Hi, Deb. We were saying that it doesn't matter which color stone you're working with. If you feel guided to put it on a different chakra than the blue, like for the throat chakra, if you feel guided to put it on your solar plexus or even your sacral, then put it there. And sometimes, which is cool, like for those who are artists or work with color theory, complementary colors, right? Or, putting an opposite color on, like the orange on your throat to kind of bring balance to that area, or putting blue on your sacral, right? So it's an opposite color, opposite energy, but in a sense it brings balance to it. So go ahead and just pick a crystal and try it out. Try it on, like for instance, if you have a blue crystal, try laying it on your third eye or your crown or your throat and see what energy you're getting from that. And then cleanse it and ask for it to bring balance to maybe your solar and sacral chakras, and lay it on there and see if you pick up a different energy, or see if it brings you even more balance. And play around with the energy. That's what crystals are about. They're here to help us. They're here to even guide us in a sense, and we just need to listen to our intuition and follow that, and see what happens. So from everyone who's on right now, is there anyone who hasn't worked with their chakras yet? Why don't you comment below if you haven't worked with them yet? And let me see if anyone comments. And it could be just a simple intention of, asking for a chakra to be in balance or healing, or even laying a crystal on the chakra. If you haven't done any type of chakra work, and you're curious, then let us know. I think it's really interesting. Me in a long time. Well, you've got plenty of crystals, Mom, so... And I know it's hard because we're so busy, and the thought of laying down and putting a crystal on us, sometimes it just sounds like more work than it is, right? But even at nighttime, before you go to bed, grab your favorite crystal and, place it on one of your chakras that you feel like really needs some extra healing. And, just set the intention that while you're sleeping, this crystal is going to help you. Now, if you don't feel comfortable placing the crystal directly on your body, or because it's going to fall off while you're sleeping or something, you could place it under your sheet, or even under the mattress pad. Like I have, like a mattress pad this thick, and sometimes I'll place my crystals, underneath the mattress pad. Like I'll have crystals for grounding down by my feet. Sometimes I'll have a crystal that I'm working with that works with dreams and meditation, underneath my head area, so even though they're not in direct contact with me, that energy is still flowing upwards towards me. So you could get creative. You could even put them underneath the bed. So if you some people who are really sensitive, you don't want it right near your head, if you put it under the bed, it might kind of lessen the effects of it. You just have to play around and see what works for you, or even on the nightstand, and just set the intention that, this crystal, please send your healing energy, to my 5th chakra tonight while I'm sleeping, and see if that helps you. Just got to have fun with it. So just to briefly go over the chakras, well, most people know what the 7 chakras, or chakras as they're really called, are. And we have our crown, which is a purple color. Usually most people see as a purple or a violet. We have our third eye, which is like a indigo or blue. We have our throat chakra, right? And that's more of a tealish color. And our heart chakra, which is green or pink. A lot of people are like, no, this is always a green color. And then a lot of people bring in pink because it's a softer energy. If they want to bring in that more peaceful, loving chakra or color, feeling, you might want to work with pink instead of green, because green also represents growth as well. So depending on what you're really working on to clear your heart, or help in that area, whether you want growth or whether you just want peace, you set the intention. And whether you're using crystals or other forms of color therapy, right? Our solar plexus, which is like below our ribs, is usually a golden color or bright yellow. And then around our navel is our sacral chakra, and dealing with our power, emotional centers. And that's usually like a bright orange. And then at our root is usually a red, or some people will work with brown there too, like a reddish brown. And then at our feet, we have our earth chakras connecting to Mother Earth, and that's often seen as black. And then above our head, one above, is our star chakra, and those connect to our higher chakras. It's like a bridge to the higher chakras and our higher self. And you might see, envision white above your head. And so you connect the yin and the yang, the white with the black, and connecting yin, yin and yang energy, and bringing that balance throughout all of your chakras. So there's tons of chakras, and within our body there's all the meridian points too, all the different energy centers. But for people just starting out or haven't really worked with energy for a long time, I always recommend starting out with like the 9 chakras. You have that those 2 extra, like I said, the star above our head, and then below our feet, the earth chakra, to bring you balance. So those are always great to work with. And then the more and more you do energy work, you will notice that you're going to expand more into the higher realms, and then you could work with the other chakras, the transpersonal chakras. But so if you didn't know, chakra, the word chakra or chakra is Sanskrit for wheel, and our chakras look like a wheel of color, in the center of our body and our energy systems. And so I just wanted to recommend some basic crystals for tonight, for anyone who wants to work with their chakras and work with crystals. And so for our crown, a good one to work with is fluorite. And let me see, I've got some rainbow fluorite right here. I don't have all my crystals in front of me, they're behind me somewhere, but this is one that I've been working with a lot this past month, and it's also a great stone for Geminis. So fluorite is great because it works with the mind, and my boys have been using these with their schoolwork as well, and it's great for studying or any type of spiritual studies. So I highly recommend you working with either amethyst or fluorite for your crown. Another one for our third eye right here is sodalite. That's a great stone to work with because it helps to bring in clear insight, and even working with the throat chakra, you could use it there too for clear communication and speech. And I should just tape like a sodalite to my throat. Also, amazonite is a great for the throat chakra and for your higher heart energy, the thymus energy, because it brings in a lot of soothing, peaceful, calming energy, and it just, especially for any type of fire signs or fixed signs like Scorpio, me, Amazonite really kind of helps take things down a notch when we get too intense. So another great stone to work with for our heart is fuchsite, which is also called the fairy stone, or unakite, which is it's green and pink. So like I said, you can use green or pink for your heart chakra, so that combines both, and it's a really loving Mother Earth type of energy, and also great for bringing in that feminine balance. And then our solar plexus, I really like yellow aragonite because it helps to boost our confidence, and also helps to heal our aches and pains. And a lot of times we carry a lot of pain in our stomach area, like from being tense and stressed from everything that's going on. And then for our sacral chakra at our navel, amber is a great stone. It's not orange, it's like more of a brown honey color, right? But it is a great stone for pain relief too, and it's great for balancing that emotional power center. And then for root, one of my favorites is red jasper, and I actually have a brecciated red jasper. It's got kind of like veins in it, a little brown and white, and I really find that really balancing for our root chakra. As well as black tourmaline is a great one, or smoky quartz. And I think I grabbed the smoky quartz tonight. Yep. This is a smoky quartz. It's kind of hard to see, but there's light brown in it. I believe this is a celestial one. And I like this for grounding. It's really great. To me, it's very grounding, but it doesn't take you as like deep as black tourmaline does. Black tourmaline is like super grounding, like make you want to go to sleep grounding. But not for everyone, but for me personally. And I still use it all the time. But smoky quartz to me is more balanced. It brings you, it grounds you and keeps you stable, but at the same time, because the quartz, it still keeps you like motivated and getting things done, so you're not like totally like passed out. And then for our root chakra, you could use smoky quartz there too. Or like I said, the black tourmaline, black obsidian, but that is more of a transformational stone. So even though it does some grounding, it might be really like bringing up a lot of stuff to be worked on. So you have to be prepared when you wear black obsidian. And then for your earth chakra, I really love mahogany obsidian. That is such a super grounding stone, and I like to just put it beneath my feet when I'm sending Reiki, and it just really calms me. So it's a great stone. So let me see. Mom said gotta go eat dinner, watch the replay. Thank you. I will send love to the boys for you. Sherry said your beautiful face is hidden in the comments. Oh, because I have to have, yeah, I can't. Can I make myself higher? Maybe. Oh, let's see. Does that help, Sherry? Because I'm using my iPad tonight because my phone didn't work, so the way it's propped up, I guess it's hiding me. I wish I would have read that earlier. That's okay. If you want, you could always, want to read the comments, you could swipe right, and it will cover all, or take all the comments away, so you don't have to read them, and you could just watch me. Or you could read the comments. It's fine too. It's okay. Sometimes I could be hidden. That's a Scorpio thing. But so what I want to do before, I'm not going to be on too long tonight because I told my husband an hour, but I think it's already past that. So, no, it's only a half hour about. So what I wanted to do is, before I start picking some cards, I wanted to share my pretty boards again. They're grid boards. They've been hanging out here for a while with me, and all wood burned, and we even put little hangers on them so you could hang it up on the wall when not in use, or they have these little bumpers on it, so when you lay it flat, between the bumper and the little hanger thing, then it'll be a nice flat board for you to put crystals on, or you could even, place, when you pick a tarot card out, if you're doing readings, you could fit a couple tarot cards on there too. These are always fun, but I'm putting these up for, these do take a lot of work. My husband actually did a lot of work because he cut them and sanded them down for me and everything, come to a specific size I wanted, all that good stuff. And then I would burn them. This one I hand painted. Some of them I left plain, but they have, like this one has some glitter in the grooves, if you could see the sparklies. And then my Isis one too, Goddess Isis, the Ankh, to represent the goddess power and feminine power and strength coming through. And these are all, so you could hang it on the wall or use it as a crystal grid. Like these can put different chakra crystals on, the Kabbalah, the Tree of Life. And I'm putting those all on sale for $50 plus shipping, which I think is $8 now, because the post office raised their prices. But all of these grid boards are going to be $50, and it's a lot of work, a love and energy that has been put into them. I bless them during the new moon and full moon and put Reiki into them, and also charge them with some crystals I had at the time. So they are looking for new homes, and I can, if you wanted me to paint in the dragon or any of the colors on the Kabbalah one, I can do that too. Just let me know. But those are going to be available, and I think I made a folder, an album on this page. So if you check out my albums on Ocean Dreams, Reiki, and Crystals, you'll be able to see the grid boards that are available. And then I wanted to also show Palo Santo. I get these from a nice reliable source. They're ethically harvested. They smell so good. And these are my favorite for cleansing the home. Between this and a little spray, crystal essence spray that I have, I use these all the time. And then I also use a cedar and sage one that my friend Alicia makes, AC Cuffberry. She's here on Facebook as well. And but I really love using Palo Santo, and what I do is I would burn affirmations on them, like healing, love, blessings. I would burn zodiac symbols on them, and the name of the zodiac sign, and then on the back, this is blank, so I guess it doesn't matter which way I turn it, but then on the back I put the key word of the zodiac symbols. So like Scorpio is I create, so if anyone's interested in these, getting some that are wood burned with the affirmation on it, those are $7, so just let me know, because I love wood burning and creating. And then what else did I want to talk about? I just wanted to talk about, I have one little set left. We're almost done with Gemini season, but this might make a nice little gift for someone. It's a little stainless steel necklace with the Gemini symbol on it, if you can see that. And on the back it says Gemini with the sign on it, the twins. See, I have no clue where the camera is on my iPad, so I can't hold it up. And then it comes with a little moonstone, rainbow moonstone, and a little Gemini keychain with some calcites. And so I thought it's a nice little birthday gift for your favorite Gemini. So if anyone's interested in that, it's $13, and shipping is like $5 for that extra. But I just wanted to show a couple of different things. All the grids are on sale right now for $50, Sherry. So special deal right now for Gemini season. And I just feel like they're ready to go to their new home. So just putting the energy out for the right person to find the right grid. But so we talked about chakras if you're just coming on and watching the replay. And now I'm going to pick a couple of cards. I don't see too many people on, but then usually once I start pulling cards, people, you know, just start coming in. So we'll get the cards going. And then 50. I wish I could sell it for $15. The wood alone is $15, and then it takes like 3 hours or more to create them. So I have to charge more, unfortunately. But yeah. So $50. Normally they're between 62 and 80, depending if I include crystals with them. So if someone wanted a crystal set, you know, we could add those on extra. You know, and I also have little colored like little crystal chips, you know, that represent the different chakras, which I will include with all those boards anyway. So Sherry said I thought it was 50. Yep, 50. So let's put a group message. I'm a little tongue-tied tonight. I haven't been on live for a while, so I always feel like I'm rusty when I come on here. But let's see what the goddess has for us tonight. Okay. Ooh. Eye of Horus. And her and his message is awakening divine perception. So right now we are going through so much spiritual changes. There's so much energies influx right now. We've got the Schumann resonance spiking, if you're into that. There is all the geomagnetic storms happening, solar storms happening. So the energy, you know, is affecting us all differently. And I was talking with my friend over the crystal shop today, and the energy is really shifting, and but it's shifting good. Things are coming up to the surface that we need to get out of our lives for once and for all. It's like, why are these things keep coming up again? I thought I cut cords to this. I thought I cut cords to that. I thought I worked through this, journaled through this, or sent enough Reiki to this. Why? And it keeps coming up in my life again, right? You guys have issues that these things just keep coming up and you don't know why? Well, now it feels like, okay, enough already. This stuff is coming up and we're done with these lessons. It's time to, you know, mark them complete out of our lives. And the energy that's coming through right now is just like the final push to be done with them. So if you feel like worried or anxious, like, why is this coming up again? Oh, I'm gonna, you know, set the intention for it to be cleared and it's not gonna happen. No, the energy that is coming through right now, it's gonna happen. And we're gonna start seeing a lot of people, more people, you know, daily are waking up and noticing changes in their lives and their energy. The energy is so different. Like, I've had a couple rough days when, I think it was the 11th, when that energy really started spiking. Everyone was feeling it, right? But then today I've been feeling like, I don't know, my energy's just been so high, you know, and even when I walked in to see my friend at the shop, she's like, wow, your energy is like really high vibing today. And she's like, everyone's been that way who's come in the shop today. So, you know, everyone's noticing differences in each other, and it's really beautiful. And it's great because we know that we finally have the support from the universe to move forward. So awakening divine perception, being open to what is coming through through spirit right now. And Horus is the Egyptian, one of the Egyptian gods that who is just, he works with magic, he works with protection, he's just very powerful. So he is really a good person to tap into his energy at this time when you're calling up this transformation to happen, right? So let's see what his message is. The Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with divine gifts. So, yep, exactly. The universe is really supporting us now because it wants us to change. It wants us to grow. You know, it wants us to get out of these old habits and stuck patterns that we've just kept us down all this time, you know. So, beautiful message to come through. And also I love it because not only is Horus there, but the goddess Isis is there too. So we're calling in, like I said, that divine balance, that yin and yang energy, the dark and the light, to help us grow and transform. So for anyone who's still here, if you'd like a card, let me see. How about tell me what I usually do a crystal, I usually do a zodiac sign. What is something else that we could ask? What is your favorite scent? Something different. What's your favorite scent? So tell me what your favorite scent is below in the comments, and I will pick a card for you. Oh, Tessa says she's still here. Let me get a card for Tessa because I know she's probably got to get her son to bed soon, huh? Okay, so Tessa is my Scorpio soul sister, and it's always nice when she can come on and play with me. So Tessa. All right. Ooh, and roses. I love roses. Ooh, Tessa, such your card, right? The Dark Mysteries. Enter the chamber of the Dark Goddess. And she's wearing this gorgeous, it looks like carnelian, a carnelian crown with maybe lapis in there too. And that's perfect. The perfect Scorpio card, right, Tessa? So delving into those dark mysteries, and it's not something to be afraid of, right? Well, Tessa knows this, but for anyone else who sees the card, delving into the dark, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's part of ourselves that we need to embrace and find balance with, right? So the Dark Goddess calls you to her inner chamber where she holds a test and a gift for you. Remember, all the stuff that's coming up, it feels like we're being tested again, but it's coming to a resolution. The test is your willingness to meet and release the fears within and that have been secretly holding you back. The gift is freedom, peace, opportunity, and prosperity in all forms. Yes, Tessa. Will you accept her call? I know you will. Your time for deeper initiation is here. Ooh, I'm so excited for you. Oh, and you're wearing the carnelian and hematite tonight. Yes. Good confirmation right there, sister. I love it. So the Dark Goddess. All right. Good card. Good card, Tessa. Let's see. Sherry said neroli. Ooh, that's an intoxicating scent. I love that. Neroli. Such a goddess scent too, right? Bringing that seductive goddess energy. These cards are so big compared to the other ones I usually work with. Enter the chamber of healing. Healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. And she's got carnelian on her head too. I think a lot of these cards have carnelian. And carnelian's a really powerful stone. Working with our solar plexus, working with our sacral chakra, working with our roots, all of our lower chakras. It can even be grounding for some people, but it's a stone of strength and courage. And that's what you need before you could enter the healing chamber, right? Because the healing that's going to occur is going to be big transformation and healing those parts of yourself. Like you're going into a deep, dark doorway, right? You're going to be healing parts of yourself that maybe you didn't want to deal with before, but now it's time to come up and heal it and just let it go. So a spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notion, and allow the healing from Lady Isis to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear as it should be. Take your time and create space into which her magic and energy can flow now. Expect your miracle. Love that. Love that for you, Sherry. Yay. Let's see who else is on. Rhonda. Rhonda likes lemongrass or lemony scents. That's kind of funny because I use my lemongrass. It's like lemongrass, a bunch of stuff. It's a different roller that Miranda Alder made for me, and it's for the heart chakra, for healing your heart. And I just put that on so I could smell the lemon. So let's get Rhonda's card. A lemony message for you, Rhonda. Okay. Oh, you got the same card too, Rhonda. It's time for you to enter that healing chamber. Just, cast aside your worries and doubts, and just, the goddess has your back. She's not going to stray you. She's not going to send you off on the wrong path. You're ready to do this healing. Whatever it is that, you want healed in your life, it's time to do it now. Don't hold back. Don't be shy anymore. Just set the intention that you are finally ready to let this go from your life, and Goddess Isis has your back. Just step through the doorway and just know that you're safe and protected, and the healing will come to you. Maybe before you go to sleep at night, that would be a good thing to do, is set your intention for, for your dreams, that that you receive the healing that you need. And drink plenty of water, because the water helps to, cleanse and shift everything out of our systems, right? So there you go, Rhonda. Let me see who else commented. If you're just coming on, hi Christine, hi Linda, two Lindas. Just comment what your favorite scent is, and I will pull a card for you. And if all you lovely ladies can make sure to like, comment, and share the video, then I will go back. Oh, hi Mom, you need a card too. I will go back and write everyone's name down who shared the videos during the month, and then you're entered in a contest at the end of the month to win a Reiki session. So let me see. Let me get a card for Christine. Oh, we've got a bunch of new people on. Awesome. Christine. Ooh, your message is the scales of balance. Bringing in that Libra energy, that that justice, that communication, and ancient tantra of the soul. And I love it because she's holding the scales. She's got almost like the wheel, the wheel behind her. So your fate, trying to decide what your fate is going to be. Which path are you going to take? And then even above, you have the goddess, or that's the god, and that's the goddess, and they're supporting you as you're trying to go on your new path. So scales of balance. Oh, I open right to it. You are a tantrika, an initiate on the path of divine healing of masculine and feminine, the two sacred polarities that are universal to human experience. As these energies come into mutual respect and balance, you attain great power, presence, and healing effect in the world of the soul and in the human world of forms here on this earth. You are supported in further exploring this path now under the auspices and blessings of the beloved goddess Isis. So that is so beautiful because, oh, I'm getting the chills right now. So I was talking about the whole yin and yang energies earlier, working with our chakras, connecting to the, you know, the yang energy, which is above our head, that's solar energy, right? The masculine energy connecting to the yin energy, which is below our feet in the earth, you know, that the great cocoon of the mother, where her healing is at, and bringing those energies in balance together. So so that's what, you know, that would be a beautiful meditation for you, Christine, or anyone else who resonates with this card, working with the energy of Mother Earth and Father Sky, yin and yang, goddess and God, Jesus and Mary, whoever that you feel connected to, just bringing in that feminine and masculine balance, because we all have that within. And for our spirit to grow and learn, we have to connect. We have to honor both aspects of our divine self. So I love this card. So beautiful for you. All right, so let me see. Awesome. I'm happy I made it in time for a card. You're welcome. Let's see. Who else is here? Oh my gosh, so many people now. I told you, as soon as I started pulling cards, everyone's going to come in, and I got to try and keep track. Let me see. Let me scroll up. I know I said Linda. We've got Linda Braxton first, and she has my favorite scent, lavender. Love lavender. For anyone who's just coming on, comment below your favorite scent, and then I will try and pull a card for you. And if I don't get a card for you, please forgive me, but sometimes as when I'm scrolling, Facebook hides stuff, so I don't always get to see people's comments until after I've finished the video and publish it. So but any of these messages that come through are really for all of us. We're all in this sacred space together, and some of them might resonate with you, whether they're for someone else or not. So let me get Linda Braxton. Oops, yours just popped right out. Let's see. Ooh, we have like the Divine Sisterhood, the Goddess of 10,000 Names, and Isis, Endless Emanations of the Priestess. So calling in that feminine energy, that feminine power. It doesn't matter if you connect with Goddess Isis or any other goddess, or like I said, you know, depending on, you know, what religion or spiritual aspect, or just, you know, even Mother Earth, right? It's all the same energy, right? It's all the same energy. And sometimes it's hard for us to see that. Even it used to be hard for me to connect to certain energies because of things I've gone through in my life, and I just didn't want to connect to that energy. But now I see it as all as one. We're all as one. All the different religions, or all the different, you know, ideas in the universe, it's all linked together, you know? So we just have to be open-minded to things, and the more open-minded we are to different ideas and thoughts, then the more that we grow and learn and transform our life. So Isis, the goddess of 10,000 names, with many forms and associations and expressions, the name holds power, and name holds power. It defines and energizes or limits. The names, faces, and roles that you play are just one part of your being, yet you exist beyond them. Beloved initiate, you are a vast being, just as the goddess. You are currently realizing that you are not limited by your previous identities you held. Instead, you are becoming more of your whole self. So enjoy the uncovering of even more of you. So tap into that energy, whatever name you want it to go by. Just honor that universal energy, honor that divine feminine, honor the divine masculine as well, to bring that balance in. But you have that power within, and so just call to it. Call it and bring it forth. So there you go, Linda. And then let me get a card for Linda Hill. My husband's probably happy because he's like, oh, she's gonna go over an hour, and I get to sit here and watch all the episodes of The Office on Netflix that I want. Because he watches the show, like, he goes through a season, he'll watch like all seasons, and then like a month later he'll start it up again. How long has he been watching The Office? Like ever since I've known him, and he just keeps rewatching it, even though it is pretty funny. It's like, okay, I'm like, all right, you watch The Office, I'll go do my stuff. So let me see, Linda Hill. He's asleep. Who said that? Yeah, he probably could be passed out on the couch. Hardworking guy. Let's see. Okay, Linda. Oh my gosh. Okay, third time. To me, when a card comes up like 3 times, sometimes even twice if it's really powerful, 3 times in a sitting here, I feel like that's a message for all of us. And the card did come up twice already, and it's enter the chamber of healing, right? And so, like, it might look a little scary, it's all dark, and what are we getting ourselves into type of thing, but no, the darkness is actually, when you just embrace that energy, it's like just falling asleep and going into a dream, a meditation. It's just, the void can be so peaceful, actually. Like if you go into deep meditation and just clear your mind and, you know, just see yourself like floating in nothing, and your energy just expands out all around you. And then you just envision that healing energy flowing to you. And it's just you and the void or the stars around you. And, you know, all those distractions are just they just all melt away. They all are washed away. And in that peace and in that silence, that is where the deepest transformational healing takes place. So go, if you can, try and go into that space and ask for the healing. All of you, because this message was coming up for all of us tonight. I love that card. So that was for Linda and all of us. So let me get a card for Tracy. And then I will go down the list. I see Patsy next from Texas. Okay, so Tracy. Oh, and then I have to talk to you about my water cup that I've got. Ooh, the Chariot of Ascension. And that's a beautiful Merkaba that is there. Spiritual work of the higher initiate. So what that is meaning is it's time for you to like step into your true path, your soul's path. It's time for you to acknowledge that you're a healer. I know that's hard for you, but you are a healer. It's time for you to acknowledge that and do the healing on yourself, because once, even though you say, you know, you might say sometimes that you don't feel the healing or think it's working in the background, you know, in our lives. And a lot of people feel that way. They feel like, oh, I might be Reiki attuned, but I never feel the healing work for me. Well, sometimes you just have to go on faith that it's working, and you might take notice of little things. Oh, sorry, I think a kid woke up or something. You might take notice of little things in your life and see that they are changing, they are transforming, whether, you know, you set the intention for that or not. The universe works in mysterious ways. So your soul wishes to travel freely between the dimensions of higher reality. This is to allow for conscious spirit communication, the free flow of soul light into the physical body. It requires powerful consciousness to do this. So like this beautiful amethyst, you know, Merkaba, work with your amethyst, your fluorite, your crown chakra stones to tap into that spiritual divine connection, to help open up your clairs, your insight, and that will help you, you know, be able to transform yourself to kind of like one up your healing energy, right? You'll notice the more and more you try and meditate and you tap into your guides and tap into the divine, you'll notice that that your energy changes and shifts, and other people will notice that too, right? So just keep working with your Reiki, keep calling in whoever you feel guided to work with, and things will change in your life. Hold on one second. Boys? What's wrong?
I can't sleep. I just don't know.
Yeah, come here for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, come here. Here's my 11-year-old. Can't sleep. But it's time to go to sleep, because what time is it? Oh, 10:30.
Wow.
So
People stay up at 10:30?
yeah, people stay up late, right? So what do we... Let's see what Mommy can give you.
Okay.
Here, this is a good grounding one. Grounding oil, so just put it on the bottom of your feet, okay?
Okay.
And then try and lay back down and rest, okay? All right, love you. Good night. I knew I heard something. Aw. You know what? And maybe some of you have noticed too, since the energy's been really intense the past few days. That son, he is a lot like me, where my little one, he could fall asleep like daddy, no problem. But he stays up late. Hopefully not going to be an insomniac when he gets older, but it takes him a long time to, calm his brain and fall asleep as well. And I think he's really sensitive to the energies as well. And the past few nights, he hasn't been able to sleep. So that's why it's always good, like, I give them like the grounding oil to put on the bottom of their feet. And for you guys too, if you have any black stones or red stones or grounding as well. Although for some people, red stones kind of hype them up. For my boys, they really love red jasper, and there was red jasper in that little oil bottle mixed with, I think, vetiver and cedarwood, and that is really grounding and calming, so that's a good one to use at night. Red jasper makes me hyper though, so I cannot use that one. So I use usually the black tourmaline or black obsidian one I have. But where were we? Let me see. Now I know my husband's upstairs. He's gone to bed. Let's see. Who was next? That was Tracy. Oh, Patsy. Let me get a card for Patsy. And then who else was on the list? Let me see. I got Rhonda. Charlene. Patsy and Charlene. Marie. Okay. Patsy, Charlene, and Marie. Let me get you ladies before I forget. So Patsy is up first. And welcome to the page. Or welcome to the lives. You might have been on the page for a while, but I haven't seen a lot of people on the live, so it's nice to have some new people come in and visit us and enjoy the energy. And if you don't know, I'm a Reiki master teacher. I've been doing Reiki since 2013. And before that, I have done a lot of energy work. It was just not as focused before I started Reiki. And Reiki really has helped my family. So my main focus now is working with Reiki and a lot of higher frequency energies and crystal healing. Gotta love the crystal healing. Crystals have been a big part of my life, where they have helped me when like traditional medicine couldn't, and they've helped me in different areas like abundance and growth, spiritual growth. So that is what I like to do. And it's funny because when I was younger, I was so scientific minded, and it's like I had to see everything to believe it. I would read Scientific American when I was like, I don't know, 10 years old, like my son's age. I was just so scientific minded up until my 20s, until I had a few experiences that, kind of changed my life. And ever since then, I've just been on this, you know, spiritual journey. So 20 years now. But yeah, I used to be like total skeptical of any type of metaphysical types of things, and then now I'm a believer. And now I love, adore learning Reiki and working with others to help them on their path to change their life. So that's a little bit about me. Let's get that card for Patsy. Just trying to give my throat a little break, but all right, let's see what we got here. Patsy, you have the Queen of Heaven. Ooh, nice, powerful card right there. Look at all that energy she is bringing forth. Blessing from the Divine Empress of the Skies. So calling that energy into your life. And it's not just calling the goddess into your life or, you know, that higher energy, but that energy resides within you. You are that powerful being. You are that powerful goddess right there. You are the Queen of Heaven. And so, you know, don't be afraid to step into your power. Don't be afraid to, you know, be your true self. And whatever that entails, you know, whether you're on your metaphysical journey and just starting, or you've been here for a while and you're getting comfortable with it, you know, just allow yourself to grow on this journey. Just allow your true nature to come forth, and know that you're a powerful being, that you could create anything in your life that you want, just putting your mind to it. So the Queen of Heaven, the Divine Empress of the Skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now. As a man or a woman, you have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom to the world. So it sounds like you are here to help others, Patsy. So whatever way that you feel comfortable to bring that energy forth, you have that deep within yourself. And it's time to let that come out. It's time to shine. And it's time to help others in the way that you're meant to, and the way that you feel that you are called to. So be that queen. Be that powerful woman. So thank you. Oh, and her flower is jasmine, or her scent was jasmine. I love that. So Charlene, you were next, right? Charlene, and she likes lavender and rose, and then I'll get Marie. Charlene. These cards, I told you the messages are really strong, powerful, and the energy that this deck just brings through is very powerful. So Charlene. Hopefully I'm not keeping my son up because I'm maybe talking too loud. Oh, the Goddess of 10,000 Names came up again. So she came up earlier. And, you know, like I said, whatever way you want to call on her, invoke that feminine energy, you know, bring that goddess energy into your life. You know, if it's, you know, Goddess Isis, if it's Bridget, if it's Morgan, if it's Mary or Kuan Yin, or if it's just Mother Gaia or the universe itself, you know, envisioning that feminine energy coming forth, flowing through your body, and you know what you need right now. So either you could pull in that warrior priestess type of energy, or you could pull in that soft, compassionate, healing type of energy. So we all have all those different qualities, those attributes of the goddesses, and within ourselves, we just have to tap into the energy that we know that we need right now. So remember that whichever goddess you refer to, whichever mother that, you know, healing mother that you call upon, there is power in their name. So say their name 3 times, you know, call on the goddess Isis 3 times, or whoever it is you're calling in. And the more you say their name, the more that energy, that power flows from it. Because it's been a name that's been passed on over the years, hundreds, thousands of years. It's ancient and powerful. And when we call that out, that energy from the universe flows into us. And by working with that energy, you're allowing yourself to become that energy, become that goddess, and feel whole again in your life, right? So there you go, Charlene. So let me get a card for Marie. I think I'm going to only do a couple more, and then my voice is going out. Oh, here, I need to do a friendly PSA announcement. So this is my crystal water bottle, and don't mind all the fingerprints on it. But in here, this little chamber of healing right there, crystal healing, I have a Noble Elite Shungite stones, which I just picked up, and they are great for purifying. If you haven't heard of Shungite before, that is like one of the must stones to have in your collection right now. Especially for those who are very empathetic, who are healers, for those with families in the house. Shungite helps to dissolve all those magnetic energies, electromagnetic energies, radiation, all the energy blasts we're being hit with from those 4G and 5G towers and all that nonsense. So Shungite is a water purifier, and it also dissolves that energy within our fields and in our house. So it's really important, if you can, carry Shungite with you or have it near your computer. Let me show you. Sorry, my throat's really starting to go. I got these a long time ago, but they're little Shungite stickers, and I have them. I stuck them on all of our electronics. My boys have them on their little DS games. I have like a couple of them on the wireless router. I have it on the back of all our phones. I have it even on I usually have my tripod here that I put my phone up on. But like I said earlier, my phone app wasn't working, so I'm using my iPad. I stick up on all of our electronics, our desktop computers. I homeschool my boys, so their laptop computers. Shungite just really helps to dissolve all those negative ions that are coming towards us, or positive ions coming towards us. We want to have negative ions. Like when you're at the ocean produces negative ions, and that's what cleanses our field, cleanses us. So these are a great help, and my crystal shop just got in. Let me see if I could take one out. I could open. The great thing about this, the bottom opens, and then you could store the little crystals in. So let me show you what the Elite Shungite is. It almost looks like hematite, where it's that, you know, gray shiny metal. But Shungite doesn't feel as dense as hematite is. It's not as heavy, it's pretty light. And then what you have to do is you have, just like hematite, if you have any type of hematite or Shungite jewelry, crystals, you need to cleanse them like daily if you're using them, because they absorb a lot of negative energy, and that's how they break, or they just, you'll start to notice maybe your energy feels kind of funky because you need to cleanse your crystals. It's so important. But these are great for purifying our water. And so if you get the Elite Noble Shungite, you could wash them, make sure none of the rust is on them, and then you could actually put it directly into the water and it will cleanse it. There's so many scientific tests that have been done on all of them, and people use them all the time now. And it's a great like metaphysical tool to have in your home, right? So I just got a bunch of these. I'm actually gonna cleanse some of these because they do have a little bit of that like little rust on it, and then I'm gonna put it in our water tank, and then you just change it out every so often. you re-energize them by putting them out in the sun, you know, even if it's on your counter or something. The sunlight's going to hit through, that re-energizes the shungite so it can keep doing its job. But yeah, so I put it in my water bottle to help me. I just put that in tonight, so I'm going to be using this all week, and then I'll let you guys know next Thursday if I've noticed a big change using the shungite. I also have some seashells in there because I wanted that calming, cleansing ocean effect as well, and some rose quartz. And none of these are going directly into the water right now. They're all in the little healing chamber right there that's separate. But yeah, but water is so important, and so having crystals to kind of back that up and energize us also helps, is a great thing to have. And it's really hot in here. It's like 72 degrees. That's hot for me, so that's another reason the throat was going. But let me get Marie that card before it gets too late, and then I'll see who else needs a card. And I think 11 o'clock I'm going to sign off. So maybe another 10 minutes. So, whew, let's see. Unless my throat goes out even sooner. All right, so Marie, ooh, it seems like we're getting a lot of the same cards tonight. The Dark Mysteries, and that refers to entering the chamber of the Dark Goddess and embracing that. I'm going to just shuffle the cards really quick. Embracing that dark side of us. It doesn't mean negative or bad. It just means sometimes we have to retreat, right? And to recuperate our energy. Not everyone, some people get energized when they're around a lot of people, and other people get energized when they have their solitude and get to regain their power that way. So sometimes we just need to tap into that dark goddess energy so we can feel at peace and comfortable again with ourselves. And we don't always have to be this high vibrational person all the time, because sometimes that can be overwhelming or draining, right? So sometimes it's okay to be the dark, mysterious goddess. It depends on your personality. But let's see. I could feel the energy just starting to wind down right now. But yeah, so that card, Marie, means it's a good time to just retreat and tap into your inner self, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to work with those darker type energies, you know. Doesn't mean that you're doing anything bad. It just means that you're bringing in that balance of between the light and dark, you know. You're tapping into that yin and yang that we were talking about earlier. All right, let me see. Oops, where'd my comments go? And you're welcome all for the cards. Christine said, first time catching your live, peaceful energy. Or Charlene, sorry. I saw Christine's name right above it. You're so welcome. Thank you. Yeah, usually I do, I had my mermaid cards out too. Usually I work with a lot of ocean energy and a lot of cleansing energy like that. But tonight I was just called for the goddess card. So, you know, and that's part of that, working with the darker mysteries, right? I'm a Scorpio, but then I have a Pisces moon and my Aquarius ascendant. So I have that balance between the dark and light, and I like to tap into both those energies. So sometimes I'm feeling mysterious, and then other times I'm goofy and light. So, and even when I'm feeling dark and mysterious, the goofiness still comes out sometimes. So that peaceful energy. But I'm glad that you were able to make the live. And please go back and check out the page. And like I said at the beginning, like I have posts on the different chakras for the past week. And if you comment on those, I'll pick a chakra crystal for you to tap into that energy. So let me see. I think I got everyone. Oh, I see AC is here. Let me get AC a card. I was just talking about, where is your smudge wand? I was using it earlier. Oh. Nice big smudge wand. AC creates these. And this is right, cedar and sage, and I love using it. My son, my 11-year-old, oh my god, he loves this. Every time I burn it, he comes in here and he's like sniffing around like a little puppy. He really finds it really calming. So thank you for that. Oh, my iPod says battery is low, so AC, you're going to be the last card of the night before this shuts down. And my voice is going out. Okay. Oops. Ooh. Lady of the Stars. Priestess of Sirius. I love that. And she's got, like, her card also talking about all that balance. It's the dark and the light, right? She's got the dark blue energy, and then the light yellow and oranges behind her. So she is bringing in that balance energy that we're all seeking right now, that energy of the feminine and the masculine. And I have actually never had this card come up before in a reading, so let's see what she has to say. Sirius is a celestial goddess, a star of unconditional love and wisdom at an extremely high vibration. It brings deep soul awakening, spiritual gifts, and a high capacity for divine service. And AC, she creates these beautiful smudge wands, but she is also a very talented Reiki healer as well. And she creates all kinds of different things. She's a herbalist and works with different creations, teas, and incenses and everything. So that is part of your spiritual gifts and helping to awaken others as well. Lady of the Stars is also an empowerment of all the other oracles in this deck. She tells you to pay attention because something significant is taking place right now. That is awesome. Good news for you, right? So pay attention to what her energy is going to bring forth for you, and anyone else who resonates with this card. This is really beautiful. I have not seen this one. I think I'm going to keep her out for a little while and work with her energy as well. So thank you everyone who has come on the live or watched the replay. I'll be back next Wednesday or Thursday. If you can, go back and check out the other chakra posts. And also, I have some chakra crystal sets available as well, so check those out. And thank you for sharing your energy and space with me tonight. I wish you all some very many blessings and an enjoyable weekend too. And like I said, if you can get a hold of some shungite, some elite noble shungite, this is really the stone to have right now. Great for taking care of our energy and clearing our energy from all that electronic vibrations that are always flowing around us. So have a great night everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.